by the decisions of the officials. Spectators can support their interscholastic program by refraining from derogatory remarks or cheers. We hope that you will enjoy the game and that you will support all the participants in a positive sportsmanlike manner. Today's officials are enrolled by the MIAA. Their experience and integrity qualify them to administer the rules of the game. An attitude of good sportsmanship should be upheld by all spectators, players, and coaches, no matter what their personal feelings or loyalties may be in this contest. Now let's meet the starting lineups for the visiting Wildcats. Number 20, left fielder, Will Pratt. Number 15, shortstop, Andrew Daly. Number 16, right fielder, Alex Munchback. Number 7, catching, Devin Kelch. Number 2, playing center field, Johnny Pyers. Number 8, playing third base, Will Shanahan. Number 10, the DH, Danny Dreyfus. Number 14, first base, Matt Oates. Number 12, playing second base, Adrian Alvarez. And pitching, number 6, Jack Reyes. Now for your Durfee Hilltoppers, number 4, left fielder, Matt Sherry. Number 14, catching, Joe Sylvia. Number 12, playing center field, Ben Sherry. Number 5, playing third base, Matt Almeida. Number 3, pitching, Jaden Souza. Number 7, playing shortstop, Owen Monis. Number 13, playing right field, Alvin Texera. Number 11, playing first base, Malachi Silvera. And number 1, playing second base, Thomas Pacheco. We ask that you please stand and remove your caps for the playing of the national anthem.
Here we go, guys. Want to introduce Mark Ducharme. He's going to be doing the broadcast today, so enjoy the broadcast.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Joseph Skip Lewis Baseball Field here in Fall River as the Wildcats of Weymouth High make the trek down to take on the Hilltoppers of Durfee, which should be an interesting contest. The two teams played a one-run game last year here at Fall River, and the Wildcats, well, get ready to take on a very strong Durfee team coming off a win over crosstown rival Diamond Vogue 7-4 as Weymouth gets ready to go here on this road game that was pushed back a day because of the weather. Weymouth lineup, Will Pratt leads off in left. Andrew Daly, the shortstop. Alex Munchback in right. Devin Kelch, the catcher. Johnny Pyers in center field. Will Shanahan hit 6th to 3rd. Danny Dreyfus, the DH, will hit 7th. Matt Oates, the first baseman, 8th. Adrian Alvarez will bat 9th. At second base, they face left-hander Jaden Souza. It seems like the Wildcats have run into a number of left-handers as far as this first half of the season goes. Braden Wright for Middleborough went the other day against Weymouth, so it's another interesting day as far as facing the left-hander, Jaden Souza. Joe Sylvia will be the catcher as far as Durfee goes. Malachi Silvera. Thomas Pacheco, the right side of the infield, left side of the infield. Owen Moniz and Matt Alameda, the outfield. Matt Sherry in left. Ben Sherry in center field, the right fielder, Alvin Texera. As we're about set to go. Blustery, late April day, wind blowing in, or well, actually was blowing in. Now it's blowing towards left. Will Pratt leads off for the Wildcats. Pratt off to a great first half, leading the team in RBIs. Takes one low from Souza. Temperature in the 50s. After playing a few games in the 70s during the vacation week. Pratt, ground ball to the hole. It's short. Munnis will try to get on throw. Not in time. Pratt beats it out. Pratt's got good speed down the line. Munnis made a nice play just to get to the baseball on the diving stop, but didn't have a chance to get off a strong throw as he bounced it to the first baseman, Malachi Silvera. Andrew Daly. As of late, he's been hitting the ball well for the Wildcats. Had 4 hits in the Weymouth tournament. Breaking pitch for a strike.
Now batting number 15, the shortstop, Andrew Daly.
Pratt, by the way, MVP in the Weymouth tournament. Daly also had, as I said, a good tournament. Daly flips it foul back in the count 0-2. Now, just looking at the flag, it was going towards left. Now it's blowing in a little bit. Two-strike pitch. Missing outside. Souza doesn't miss by much. And the count 1-2. Both teams won their first game of the tournament a year ago. Daly lifts it foul on first base side and out of play. Count stays at a ball and 2 strikes. Weymouth knocked off Barnstable and then lost a heartbreaker in extra innings to Braintree. Pratt edges off a little more, and Souza with the quick flip. Pratt goes, pitches high, no throw. No throw as Joe Sylvia, the Durfee catcher, just had a tough pitch to handle as far as making throw. He backhanded and just didn't have a chance to get the throw off. 2-2 on Andrew Daly, looking to pick up Will Pratt from second. It's upstairs and the count is full. Three and 2 on Daly. After falling behind 2 strikes, Andrew ends up walking. 2-1, nobody out. Alex Munchback, the right fielder. Munchback had a heck of a game against Middleborough, 4 for 4. And scored a couple of runs. In for a strike. Souza using the off-speed pitch to get ahead of him. Pratt single, Daly walk, 2 on for Weymouth, nobody out. Just on the way. Munchback foul tips it into the glove of the catcher, Sylvia, and the count 0-2. Fouled off, just fouled off by Munchback. And the count stays at a ball at 0-2. This facility Such a beautiful complex. They redid the whole athletic field complex here. Curveball, Munchback caught looking one down. Back to a curve and just got the first out as far as Souza goes. Catcher Devin Kelch steps in. Well, Souza kept looking back at Pratt. Will just stayed a little bit closer. Breaking pitch upstairs as the off-speed breaking pitch misses, ball one. In for a strike as Susan not going with the fastball to start, more with the off-speed stuff. 1 ball, 1 strike. For both these teams, it's just a look at the opposing pitcher for the first time. Kelch lifts it up in the air and foul ball down the left field line. Matt Sherry gave it a chase, nothing there for him. 1-2 on Kelch. Sousa's 1-2. Line towards right field. Drops in for a base hit. Pratt rounds third. He's going to be held up. As a good throw back to the infield by Alvin Texera. And Weymouth loads the bases with 1 out. Kelch just punched it in the right. And Johnny Pyrus will try to put the Wildcats on the board first. Bases loaded, 1 out. Well, Sousa's got ahead of the last, all 3 of the 4 hitters he's faced so far. Curveball for a strike. Two singles and a walk, bases loaded, 1 out. 0-2 on Johnny Pyrus, the senior center fielder. Trying to get Weymouth on the board first. Lifted out of play. And the count stays at 0-2. Lofted. Shallow center field. Sherry comes on. Falls in. Base hit. As the throw to get Pratt at the plate. He had to wait. Is offline. Texera can't get it. Daly comes sliding in. And Weymouth with a 2-0 lead. Pyrus says hustles down to second. On the throw in, it'll be a 2-run single for Johnny. Kelch over to third. Weymouth gets a looper that just found its way into no man's land. You had to wait and see if it was going to fall in. It was just a little looper that fell in front of the center fielder, Ben Sherry. It's just a looper. And Durfee now bringing the infield in as Will Shanahan, trying to add to the Weymouth opening inning. Curveball for a strike. Sousa's used the curveball to start for the 6 hit so far. Shanahan lifts it up in the air, back a second, and it'll be caught. Kelch bluffs. Throw is backed up by Souza, 2 down. Can tell a little bit with the breeze. I get caught up in the wind off the bat of Shanahan and just stayed there. Danny Dreyfus will try to add to the inning. Two RBIs for Johnny Pires in his last two hits. Middleborough game in the Middleborough game in the first at bat today. 4 straight runs batted in for the Weymouth center fielder. Dreyfus takes a strike. Sousa's getting good first pitch success, but the problem is he's not been able to put people away. Dreyfus down in the count, 0-2. Late swing, Dreyfus down on strikes. Sousa strikes out 2 in the inning, but Weymouth scores twice. Has to get the job done with 4 hits. 3 hits, check that. After a half inning, Weymouth 2, here comes Durfee to bat here in the bottom of the first against Jack Reyes. Jack Reyes making his 3rd start of the season. And facing Durfee as he faces Matt Sherry, a lead off for the Hilltoppers. Reyes misses low. Devin Kelch doing the catching. The infield for the Wildcats of Matt Oates at first. Adrian Alvarez, the second baseman. Andrew Daly, the shortstop. Will Shanahan, the third baseman. Outfield after this pitch in for a strike on the breaking pitch by Reyes. Will Pratt in left. Johnny Pires in center. And the right fielder is Alex Munchback. 1-2 the count. The right-hander Reyes lifted foul and out of play, first base side. Reyes, one of the Wildcat captains, varsity player since his freshman season. Whoa, that did not miss by much. You could hear the Weymouth dugout in the back. Three and two. Reyes, after getting ahead of Sherry, now let's run the count full. Sherry making Reyes work a little more. Bouncing ball, Reyes is an outstanding fielder. Retires the Durfee left fielder, one down. Joe Sylvia, the catcher. Hilltoppers, as far as everything goes, the old big three. As far as the league goes, Reyes with a breaking pitch for a strike. Used to be Brockton, New Bedford, and Durfee all wreaking havoc. I mean, it was sectionals in Division I in baseball. Now it's just Durfee. 0-2 the count on Sylvia. Brockton and New Bedford not off to the good starts that they're normally accustomed to. Reyes is 0-2. One down, two down. Two down, center fielder Ben Sherry. Reyes and Souza both coming out. Good first pitch success. Souza, top of the inning, had good success. Reyes in the bottom of the inning, 1-1 the count. In on the hands, fouled off by Sherry. And Ben is down on the count. Ben down on the count now, 1-2. Up in the air, center field. Johnny Pyrus is there, makes the catch. And a 1-2-3 inning for Jack Reyes. After one, 2-0 Weymouth. Please, no. Get him. He's doing the work. I'm not. He's doing the work. I'm just here for the ride. I'm just here for the ride. No, I don't. I'm a mean old man now. once or twice so far because I've had to look. I look around and go, okay. Keep forgetting. Kids, they do. This is on first class here. Top of the second, Weymouth's Matt Oates. As the Wildcat first baseman steps in to face Jaden Souza. Weymouth get 2 runs in that opening inning. Johnny Pyre's looping single brought in both runs as it scored both Will Pratt and Andrew Daly. Good pitch by Souza, gets ahead of Oates, 0-2 the count. Souza does a good job, and the first inning was an indicator, moving the ball with good speed at all different points. 2-2 the count on Oates. Weymouth opening inning, infield hit for Will Pratt, Daly walked. Devin Kelsch singled to load the bases, and a looper by Johnny Pyres brought in the 2 runs. Oates, second Weymouth hitter, 3rd overall to strike out, 2nd overall as far as getting caught looking. Adrian Alvarez. Alvarez, junior second baseman, takes a strike. Both pitchers, as I said, with good first pitch success. 1-1 on Alvarez. Alvarez 1 for 2 against Middleborough in that Weymouth Tournament Championship game. 9 different Weymouth hitters in that lineup. Actually 8 in the lineup and 1 off the bench had hits in that game against Middleborough. The 1-2 pitch. Lined and snared on a nice catch by the first baseman, Malachi Silvera. Alvarez hit it hard, but Silvera's got about 6'2" first baseman, reached up and grabbed it. Top of the order, Will Pratt. Infield hit and scored. Pratt fouls the first pitch back. Swung on and missed. Pratt down on the count, 0-2. Sousa's using the off-speed pitch, getting some of the Weymouth hitters, and even a couple of the hits were off-balance hits. As far as it goes, Pratt lifts it in the air towards the right field line and twists, fouling out of play on the hop over the fence near the bullpen. Count stays 0-2. Kelsch and Pyres both looped singles for their hits in that opening inning. The 0-2. Bouncing ball. Nice stop by the third baseman. He won't have a play, and Pratt gets his second infield hit as Matt Almeida knocked it down. He just couldn't corral the baseball. And Pratt on for the second time. Andrew Daly walked and scored on the Pyres hit. Pratt continues to really just put the ball in play and create problems for the opposition. Andrew Daly, one of the few times that Sousa's missed with the first pitch. Pratt did steal second in the opening inning. Daly lofts it up in the air, first base side, foul, and out of play. One ball, one strike. The count on Andrew Daly, who's also like Reyes, started and played as a freshman for Weymouth. Daly heading on to Bentley in the fall. Pratt goes, and Sylvia will not have a play. Second stolen base for Will Pratt. And a pitch that was low and outside. Daly looking to pick up. Pratt from second with 2 outs and a 2-1 count. Nice pitch, off-speed pitch at the letters, 2-2. There's the 2-2. Line towards the right field line. Foul ball as it goes into the Durfee bullpen. And we'll try the 2-2 pitch once again. Souza probably going to go to the changeup here. Misses. Outside and low, 3-2. Daly walked on a 3-2 pitch his first time. This time towards right center, left center field, and back goes Ben Sherry to make the catch, the inning to an end. Pratt left on at second as Weymouth with the 2-0 lead after an inning and a half. Reyes up in the count, 0-2 to Almeida. Jack deliberate and very aggressive. Deliberate with rhythm, aggressive going to the plate. Reach for, slow roller, Andrew Daly's gonna have to hurry. Safe. It's funny, in this day and age, when you think about it, is Alameda getting the infield hit. The old days, if you're over a certain age, you'd see on the turf, that thing might bounce out a little better to Andrew. Daly had to come a long ways in and then try to get the slow roller and make the play. First hit for Durfee. Jaden Souza takes a strike. Now Reyes gets ready to deliver the 0-1. Oh and 2. Second strikeout for Jack Reyes, 1 down. Reyes, tell you, Reyes was like a television camera of like 3 different versions. It was like look left, look right, look up, and then delivered to get the strikeout of Souza. It was on Moniz. Takes one low. Moniz didn't like how Reyes' pace was and called for time. Roller, first base side and foul, and the count 1-1 on the Hilltopper shortstop. Spitting a little bit here as far as where the goal almost. Oates had the tag on it, and Oates throw to second. Now they head. Almeida leaning. And he's on the second, and he's there with 1 out. Reyes had him. Oates went to put the tag on and kind of put the tag on before he really got the ball cleanly. And foul back and out of play by Moniz. The count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Lifted in the air towards the right field line. Munchback couldn't get it. He made a great effort. Had to dodge a pole that is on the fence, and Alex just couldn't haul it in. He did everything but. And we'll try the 1-2 again to Moniz. Swung on and missed. 2 down. Third strikeout for Jack Reyes. And the right fielder, Alvin Texera, will come up to the plate. Infield hit and 2 strikeouts here in this inning. Good changeup by Reyes to get ahead of Teixeira. Oh, and 2 the count. Teixeira got the high fastball that he couldn't catch up to. Up and in. Teixeira ducks away from it. Ball and 2 strikes. Reyes hits the strikeout. Kelch with a nice little grab of the pitch. That was an off-speed pitch. And a leadoff infield hit by Almeida goes by the boards as far as Durfee goes. After 2, 2-0 Weymouth. Alex Munchback and Weymouth hit here in the top of the 3rd. Munchback takes a strike. Alex struck out against Jaden Souza his first time up. Souza, for the most part, has used off-speed stuff to get ahead of Weymouth hitters. He didn't miss by much there in the count 1-1. Roller to the left side. Monies zips it on and gets Munchback by a step, 1 down. Monies did a good job in approaching the ball and making the play, 1 down. Devin Kelch flared a single to right his first time up. Got the 3rd on the single by Pires. Pires went down to 2nd on the throw in. Devin takes one upstairs. Fouled out of play, first base side, and the count goes to 1-1. It's funny, you look at the scoreboard and we try to get a shot. Don't ever try to get a shot of it. It's funny, every at-bat is number 60 on that scoreboard. Every at-bat has been number 60. Down the line, nice stop by Almeida. And he throws out Kelch, 2 down.
Batting number 2, center fielder, Johnny Pires.
Johnny Pires bats with 2 down. Looped a single that scored 2. Andrew Daly and Will Pratt both scored on the single. Pratt had to wait, and then they tried to throw in to get Pratt at the plate, and it bounced away, and Daly followed with the 2nd run. Pires fouls it back. I thought it was kind of funny seeing number 60 He's got more at-bats in this game than anybody else. Pirates over the top on the swing, 0-2. I mean, this is great facility. Weymouth came down here last year. That's all everybody remarked about. Ball and 2 strikes. Line towards the left field line, fair ball. Cut off by Matt Sherry. Pirates is going to go to second and goes sliding in, and he'll have a double with 2 outs. Pirates played that perfectly. Matt Sherry threw the ball back in over Moniz' head as he was the relay hit person on the play. As well, Shanahan will try to add to the Weymouth lead as he's got Pirates on at second with 2 down. But the second baseman, Thomas Pacheco, had to go back up the baseball, and Pirates outraced him to second for the extra base. Shanahan fouls it back. Shanahan hit a flare to right and was retired his first time up. Weymouth 2, Durfee nothing here in the third. Shanahan fooled on the changeup, 0-2 as he swung through it. We're talking about fields. Not only this is a great field, Weymouth got to play down at Barnstable High in the tournament, and that's a great field as well. Shanahan takes one upstairs, 1-2. Shanahan looking to try to pick up Pirates from second. Didn't miss by much. The slow curveball just couldn't catch the corner. 2-2 the count. That was close. Shanahan swings over the top of it. Pirates left at second as we move to the bottom of the third, 2-0 Weymouth. Now Durfee, first baseman, Malachi Silvera, who made a nice defensive play last inning, leads off here in the bottom of the third. First ball hitting, Looper. And Alvarez can hang on. Alvarez, that thing just got caught up. Second Weymouth error. Alvarez lost it for a second on the went up there, but normally short-handed Adrian Alvarez just couldn't pull it down as Thomas Pacheco, the second baseman, steps in. It is kind of picking up the ball. It is a high sky. 1-1 the count on Pacheco. One and two the count. Reyes worked it inside to get up on the Durfee second baseman. Durfee hitters at times have tried to slow whatever pace Jack Reyes is using. There's a Reyes up on the count, 1 and 2. Reyes, strikeout number 5 for the right-hander. Top of the order, Matt Sherry bounced back to Reyes his first time. Those two went deep in the count. Oh, and 1. Nice pitch by Reyes on the inside corner. Reyes took something off of that one. Sherry swung and missed, 0 and 2. Reyes' throw over more or less was like, I know you're there, I'll just make sure you stay close. That misses inside, 1 and 2. Silvera reaching on the drop pop-up. Swung on and missed. Oh, did Jack Reyes change up and not only changed up, dropped the eye level as well, 2 down. Joe Sylvia struck out his first time. Foul back by Sylvia. Reyes is going to be allowed, like Souza, to blow on the hand as far as this one goes, with a gusting wind and a little bit cooler than normal at this point of this season. And Sylvia did go 0-2. That did not miss by much. So Reyes tried to use a changeup on the inside part of the plate and didn't miss by much. 1-2 the count. Seven strikeouts for Jack Reyes. 3 complete, 2-0 Weymouth. Danny Dreyfus and Weymouth get ready to hit here in the top of the 4th. Danny struck out his first time. Fooled on an off-speed pitch. This time he isn't. Right at the second baseman, Thomas Pacheco, and nailed Dreyfus by maybe a half step. Pacheco on the transfer had a little bit of trouble at the start, but made a good recovery and make the play. Matt Oates, 0 for 1. Oates get tied up on the pitch, 0-1. Souza misses outside. 1-1. Weymouth scored 2 in the first, and that's where we stand. 2-0 they lead here in the top of the 4th. Souza's used that changeup to near perfection at times. 1-2 the count. Two down. Five strikeouts for Jaden Souza. Adrian Alvarez hit a line drive that the first baseman, Malachi Silva, grabbed as he reached up and pulled it down. Alvarez fouls the first pitch back to him. 1-1 on Adrian. Seems like Reyes, when they have, each of these pitchers have missed. It hasn't been by much. At the knees, 2-2. Full count on Alvarez. Foul back. Alvarez hangs tough. Well, 2 strikeouts for Souza in the 4th. As Weymouth with a 2-0 lead after 3.5.
Batting number 12, the center fielder, Ben Sherry.
Well, we move to the bottom of the 4th. Ben Sherry leads off for the Hilltoppers. Up in the air, center field hit well. Munchback back, runs it down, and it was right center field. Tell you, that is how the wind pushed it, and Alex Munchback with a nice running catch going to his right.
Batting third baseman, number 5, Matt Almeida.
Wind started blowing in, and it's like a swirling wind here. Matt Almeida, the only Durfee hit, an infield single, a roller that came out to Andrew Daly's slow roller. Strike. And that might be the hardest hit ball I think that Jack Reyes has given up. And that one there was ticketed for extra bases. 1-1 the count. Munchback got a good jump on it and ran it down. Alex. As far as things go, just reached back and pulled it in. And a 1-1. Misses low, 2-1. 3-1. High fly ball hit towards center. Johnny Pyres puts it away, 2 down. Johnny had caught it and was on the transfer after catching it. 2 fly balls given up by Jack Reyes here in the 4th inning. Jaden Souza bats with 2 down. Reyes just surveyed and made sure everybody was set. Paul McElroy was yelling out positioning, and Reyes made sure everybody was set. Souza fouls the first pitch back. Oh, and 2 on Souza. Off-speed pitch on the outside corner. Reyes gets the strikeout. Kelsch makes it official as he gets it down the Matt Oates. The 4th ends for Durfee as we move to the top of the 5th in a 2-0 Weymouth lead. Will Pratt leads off for Weymouth here in the 5th. Pratt 2 infield hits so far and scored a run. He rolled it towards the hole at short his first time up. It was knocked down by Monies, but he couldn't get the ball in time. Pratt grounded to the left side. Almeida, the 3rd baseman, as they finally retire. Will Pratt 1 down. Andrew Daly walked and scored in line to center his last time up. Andrew takes one low. Daly, as it's hit towards center field, Sherry goes back and puts it away, 2 down. Alex Munchback, who made that nice running catch in the bottom of the 4th, bats with 2 down. As he fouls off the first pitch. Munchback 0 for 2 so far. Oh, and 2 on Alex Munchback. Punchback jam, fouled it back, and the count stays at 0-2. Souza gets the strikeout. 7 for the Durfee left-hander as we move to the bottom of the fifth, 2-0 Weymouth. Well, you got plenty to deal with. You got 3, and I normally show up 1 and me. Wow, I'm fine. I know. Oh yeah. All I do is just tell me, up, go, okay. I know.
Now batting number 7.
Shortstop Owen Moniz leads off for Durfee here in the bottom of the fifth. Pops it up. Is it playable? Devin Kelsch tracks it, makes the play, 1 down. Devin didn't get the quickest start on it, but he recovered nicely.
Now batting number 13, the right fielder, Alvin Texera.
Alvin Texera bats with 1 down. Moniz retired on 1 pitch, 1 down. Texera pushes it down, but foul. Oh and 2, and a nice changeup by Jack Reyes. Reyes tried the breaking pitch, missed low and away, 1 and 2. Towards left field, Pratt never had to move as far as going left or right. It was right at him, 2 down.
Now batting first baseman number 11.
Malachi Silvera reached on an error his first time up. On a ball that Adrian Alvarez had trouble with the sky and also the wind. As breaking pitch over for a strike. Up in the air, Right field, Munchback. Boy, he had to play the wind, and he just made a circus catch for the play. And a 1-2-3 inning for Jack Reyes. 2-0 it stays after 5. Devin Kelsch leads off for Weymouth here in the 6th. Kelsch 1 for 2 on the afternoon. Breaking pitch misses to Kelsch. Kelsch single to load the bases in the opening inning. That was before Johnny Pyrie's looping 2-run single. To the backstop, 2-0. Kelsch stings one. Nice stop by Moniz, and he'll get him. I think looked like it was jetting out to center field. Moniz to his left made the play. 1 down. I'm going to go back. Dave's statement. It was like the old days. You're over a certain age on turf. That ball might have scooted through. Pyrie's trying to get his 3rd hit. Will, as Silvera couldn't come up with a throw by the right fielder. As Texera made a good throw. Pyrie's now has gone to center with a hit that scored 2. He's also got a single double to left and a single to right, so he's used all 3 outfield areas to get his hits. So Johnny Pyrie's on at first, 1 out, and he might be going on as far as it goes. And he broke a little too soon. He's safe. He went right into Moniz's tag and knocked the ball out. Souza made a good move and had him. He guessed right. Did Souza, and he had Pirates, but Johnny is on its 2nd 1 out. Will Shanahan will try to pick him up from second. Shanahan takes one upstairs, 1-0. Now goes as a stolen base. Pyrie's goes. Shanahan hits it up in the air towards center field. As Texera will double up Pirates. He just ran too far in that one. And the double play ends the inning. After 5.5 stays 2-0 Weymouth. He played with house money. Alan Silvera bats for Durfee here in the sixth, batting for Pacheco. Swung on and missed. Oh, and 2. Nasty breaking pitch. Boy, both these pitchers have thrown some good breaking pitches in this one. One down. 9 strikeouts for Jack Reyes.
Now batting the left fielder, number 4,
Matt Sherry, 0 for 2. Up in the air, left center, hit well. Pires runs it down, 2 down. When Durfee's hit the ball, they've hit it well to the outfield, but the Weymouth outfield has done a very good job. Alex Munchback and Johnny Pires right there. Munchback with a couple of very good catches, and Pires with that one. 2 down, and Joe Sylvia, the catcher. Sherry hit it well. Sylvia takes a strike. 2-0 Weymouth here in the bottom of the 6th. Check swing, he did go, 0-2. Sylvia's been fooled by that pitch twice. Last time up, Reyes got him to check a swing and not get the baseball. That one there, right there, as Reyes gets ready with the 0-2. Towards right center and going to drop in for the second hit for Durfee.
now batting the center fielder, number
Ben
12,
Sherry comes up with 2 down. Durfee's going to use the pinch runner for the catcher and limited substitution, if you don't know, in Massachusetts high school baseball. Bouncer, foul. Oh, and 2. Ben Sherry just get tied up in knots in that one. Reyes just went upstairs with a good pitch. Now, Reyes is the one who stepped off that time. Reyes' 10th strikeout ends the Durfee 6th inning. It stays 2-0 Weymouth after 6. Dreyfus 0 for 2. Change up for a strike. Souza spotted his changeup very well in this one. Dreyfus lofts it towards left center. Sherry to his right. Circles under it. 1 down. You're an outfielder. As far as this one goes, it's not an easy sky to read. Matty Oates steps in. He's 0 for 2. Because you look at it, I mean, you just, one thing with Libby, you get the high trees that you can see the ball come out of. Here today, it's just like high sky that's been off and on as far as sun and then overcast. 1-1 and Oates. Good changeup on the corner, 1-2. Make sure Souza's okay. Apparently time got called and Souza was, I don't know what happened. 1-2, the count on Matt Oates. Fouled off. Oates nearly getting hit by the pitch, pulled back. 2-2, the count on Matt. Late swing, 2 down. Adrian Alvarez bats with 2 down. He's 0 for 2. 8 strikeouts for Souza. Alvarez takes one away. Late swing, Alvarez. 1-1 the count. Two and one. We haven't scored 2 in the first, and that's what we have as far as the offense in this one. 2-0 Weymouth. Alvarez swung through it, 2-2. Alvarez fouls it off, first base side. As he hangs tough, has the 2-2 count on him. Upstairs, 3-2. Sylvia thought it might have gotten there. Stung on a hop, it's Almeida, who throws out Alvarez. That thing just died as it came out to him. After 6.5, Weymouth 2-0. Bottom of the 7th, Mount Almeida, 1 for 2. Joe Palucci, 4 gets started. Talk with Devin Kelch quickly. Almeida takes a strike. Oh and 2. Ground ball, Reyes. Just flicks it on to Matt Oates, 1 down. Jack Reyes, he said he's an infielder when he doesn't pitch. Jaden Souza, 0 for 2 as far as this one goes. Strike 1. Missing glow is Reyes, 1-1. Lifted out of play, third base side of the count, 1 and 2. When you lift one out of play, third base side, you put it in to the practice field for both soccer and football. Chopper, Reyes backs up on it perfectly, flicks on, and Jack Reyes just taking care of business. He's got both assists in this inning. Owen Monis trying to keep this one afloat if you're Durfee. Monis 0 for 2. Breaking pitch misses. 10 strikeouts for Reyes, 2 hits allowed. One and 1 the count. Reyes trying to hit it get it going to the finish line. Two and 1. Towards the middle and through in the center field for a 2-out single by Monis. Third hit as far as Durfee goes. Alvin Texera. 2-1 pitch. Reyes got it up, and Monis did his job in just keeping this one afloat. Breaking pitch for a strike. Runner bluffs. Kelch looked down is 1-1 the count. On Texera, all you want now if you Jack Reyes is to attack and get this one done. One and 2. Pop up. Is it playable? No. Goes out of play. 1 and 2 the count. Jack Reyes, 11 strikeouts, 3 hits allowed. That's the most anybody got off of him in this season so far. As Jack Reyes, how about 2 lovely stats for you? He has not walked a hitter in 21 innings. He's not walked a hitter. The 4 base runners Durfee got were the most that anybody has gotten off of him in the 3 starts, which have been against Milton, Walpole, and now Durfee. He's faced everybody's ace and has dealt shutouts in all 3 games. That will do it. 2-0 Weymouth gets a 2-run single from Johnny Pires and a 3-hit shutout from Jack Reyes. As that will wrap it up. Weymouth improves to 7-3 with a win. Durfee drops to 6-3.